And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Crypto Bull. I am your host, Dimitri from Gracious Interest. And today we will be analyzing the cryptocurrency project called NEXA or NEXA Coin. As you guys can see here, I'm on CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap has opened up. However, before I start, I want to take a general look at the current state of the market. I'm going to take a small peek at Bitcoin. Why? Quite simply, I'm going to do a small technical analysis on the performance of NEXA, which implies that we have to measure it against current market trends, of which Bitcoin still is the most dominant blockchain project or cryptocurrency project around. Let us begin. Sharing my screen. 24 trading volume. There has been a little peak here for Bitcoin, little dip, stabilizing, but all in all, very small bullish sentiment, I dare say, but trading sideways. 7-day volume, a little bit of a downtick. Here, a little peak, recovery. 14 days, well, as you guys can see, it gives the trend of going sideways. This is bullish sentiment in the last month. So we came out from the FTX crash trading level, so some uptick here. 80 days, so here's where the FTX crash occurred, and we are back at pre-FTX trading levels, although slightly higher. As you guys can see, so these are the kind of charts I want to see. Now, this is CoinGecko for NEXA. This is CoinMarketCap for NEXA. I hope I'm pronouncing it right and correctly here. So what do we see here on screen? This is its value. It has been going down with 8% today. Not all too good. I'm going to take a quick peek at what Bitcoin has been doing, or the rest of the market. Last 7 days remained relatively stable, so something seems to be going on here. It lost a bit of its value. Market capitalization, so current cost times the amount circulating or the circulating supply, so unknown. Quite frankly, I see it's here in Dutch. I'm going to quickly change it towards English. There you go. So market cap, circulating supply unknown, total supply unknown. 24-hour trading volume quite low, only $141,000. Fully diluted value about 221 million. Circulating supply currently unknown according to CoinGecko. Total supply unknown. Max supply, that's billion, so 21 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to take a quick peek here at CoinMarketCap, just in order to get a better view on what is going on. Always refer to multiple sources. So market cap, it's not verified the project's market cap, so it hasn't been verified yet. Might include that it's a very, very recent cryptocurrency project. Volume is the same as CoinGecko, but has been trading downwards with almost 50%. All has been made on a centralized exchange, as you guys can see. Self-reported circulating supply. Aha. So about 10% of the max supply is currently circulating. It's about 1,997,110,000,000 NEXA coins. That's self-reported. Do watch out with self-reported data. It's always better to verify on-chain what is going on. So that's a little heads up there. Total supply, so that is congruent. That's correct. See here, websites, nexa.org. There's a link tree involved. Generally, a link tree implies there's a variety of social media which is going to be listed. So we'll check that out later. Explorers, NEXA. Looks like this project has its very own blockchain, which in my book is something very positive. So it implies it isn't a token, but it is a factual coin. Each and every cryptocurrency which has its very own blockchain explorer can be considered a coin and not a token. What's the difference between the two? A token is a placeholder for value a coin, it has actual value in itself. So that on the side. Communities, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. More on that later if we are going to check out the communities, such on Twitter. Source code available on GitLab, which implies there's a certain degree of open source available. It invokes a good amount of trust. API identification, NEXA coin. Let's see how it is performing. On the 24-hour trading chart, I'm going to refresh this page a little bit. There we go. You can tell it is following approximately the same sentiment as Bitcoin, where it concerns the market. However, what is lacking is that one peak Bitcoin had here. Here it's more subtle, more well-rounded, I'm going to say. 7 days, so you can see there's some sideways trading. There was a little bit of a bullish sentiment starting from February 3rd. Seems to be going upwards, so there is some positive sentiment going on. Might even say since beginning of February. There's quite some volatility, though I'm not surprised due to the reason the 24-hour trading volume is on the lowish side. So each and every major buy will result in, well, quite some volatility here. 14-day was a little bit of a high note here. Came crashing down, but seems to be relatively stable. I'm going to say the 0.00001,000 level seems to be stable value and, well, good value. Let's see. Last month, just like Bitcoin and the rest of the market, has seen a nice uptick, so it is going upward. Last 3 months, okay, 180 days, 1 year, and the dates aren't changing, which implies it only has been listed since January of this year, January 14th. So the project must be quite young, perhaps being built since November, December 2022 somewhere. But it has seen some nice gain following market trend. Now, as on a trading advice, so it's not financial advice, I would say not going to immediately step into it by reason one of the major, I'm going to say, basics I adhere to when investing in a coin is that I want to see it run for at least 2 to 3 years or an entire Bitcoin cycle. So this one's quite young. There is some positive hype, I'm going to say. I dare say it might go up. Not financial advice, but it seems to be following market trends. And currently, the market is actually going upwards. That on the side. Can we learn here? So here you have a little bit of overview. NEXA price has declined today. Okay, where can you buy it? Come on. It doesn't want to select anymore. Oh. Computer is being a little bit odd. So anyway, most popular exchange to buy and trade NEXA is TaxBit, with the most active trading pair NEXA USDT. Other popular options include Trade Ogre and Safe Trade. Raise your daily volume, yada yada yada. All-time low, so it is quite young. Market cap. So no more further information. Let's take a look at coin market cap here. Generally, they give a lot more information. So that we know. So on TXBit, Trade Ogre, and Safe Trade, you can buy and trade it. A little bit of additional information. It is a proof of work UTXO layer 1 blockchain with native tokens and smart contracts that has the ability to scale for global peer-to-peer usage. By utilizing hot rate to scale, NEXA removes 2 of the most important bottlenecks for scalability: signatures and UTXO lookups. NEXA employs technologies such as graphene, which reduces traffic overhead by reducing block overhead, making block distribution more efficient. Thinner, a new block propagation protocol that leverages the benefits of lexicographic transactioning ordering to compress blocks by 99.6%. ZeroConf, a permissionless technology to allow for instant transactions which don't require confirmations. That's a little bit of a red flag. Well, I'm not going to say red flag, but zero conf permissionless technology. It has been some kind of upgrade which has been proposed in the past for Bitcoin and sparked quite a lot of discussion. More on that later during the rundown. Team behind NEXA is Bitcoin Unlimited, where veteran software and blockchain architects who were integral in the development of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash software and solutions. So that sounds promising already. That's about it from what I can see. Is there anything else? NEXA, those are the explorers. Yeah, there's an NEXA Explorer communities, discussions, Twitter, Reddit, chat, source code. That's probably going to redirect towards GitLab. Once again, yeah. So with the active repository, 9 months ago, I see 5, 7. So it's even, well, development has been longer than my anticipated November, December, but it's squarely somewhere during August, September of 2022 that it started. From what I can see in the repository, 2 years, 7 years. So yeah, probably some blended code that I'm seeing here. Anyway, let's do our dive. This can be closed. NEXA. A digital economy with capacity for all. NEXA is the most scalable blockchain ever built. That's marketing talk. It will handle over 10 billion transactions per day while offering EVM or Ethereum virtual machine-like smart contracts and native token services, all while staying decentralized. Okay, so that implies with proof of work that there's nodes and naturally miners going around who support the network. Hope to find more about them later on. Quick start, exchanges, Discord, Telegram, their native wallet. Why NEXA matters. Thanks to a unique proof of work algorithm, will scale to over 10 billion transactions per day. It's enough capacity for the whole planet, no high fees and no waiting around your transaction to be secured. This thanks to new technology to remove the bottlenecks of bandwidth, storage, and computation speed of nodes. Okay, cool, I'm going to say. However, do not be sidetracked and be all too impressed with this kind of talk. I mean, I'm not going to wear it down and saying, oh, you guys are lying. No, it is potentially so that I managed to build it and that it can indeed scale to over 10 billion transactions per day. However, my question is, will that capacity ever be reached? In the sense of I can build a car which goes 1,000 miles an hour, purely theoretically speaking, but is it really necessary that I build it if for most of the people and most of my buyers will only go towards a hard max of 150 miles an hour to go grocery shopping or to go to their work? I mean, it's a difference between capability and utility. This is talking about capability, but utility, we remain silent at the moment in hopes we will learn more about it. Native tokens. Tokens are a market, a validated use case for cryptocurrency, which will bring significant amounts of value and network effects. NEXA. Wait, which will bring significant... Okay, sorry, read that wrong, but you guys can see it here. This is why NEXA offers token functionality natively without any need for special smart contracts or token standards like ERC20. But if you need the full power of smart contracts for your token, you have that too. So what they're basically saying here, special smart contracts. So you can create tokens directly onto the layer 1 solution, I believe it's going to be. So, okay, sounds interesting. Naturally, native NFTs. NFTs can be created much like fungible tokens on NEXA. Can be used for endless, exciting functions, including digital artwork, asset ownership, tickets, in-game items, certificates. So there's the possibility to deploy NFTs onto the blockchain. I'm trying to read here. It can be deployed directly, just like the native tokens, or if it's going to be a layer 2 solution. And with a layer 2 solution, it implies probably making use of EPFS or Weaver, or if it's going to go the way of Ordinals protocol on Bitcoin, whereby you do an inscription on the chain itself. That I hope to get more clear about. Next contract. NEXA is an ultra-scalable smart contract system which enables practically everything possible on Ethereum virtual machine without a major scaling bottlenecks suffered by Turing complete networks. We call these wise contracts because not only are they smart, also wise in how network resources are used. Okay. Into existence, creation of hardware nodes that will make use of accelerated transaction validation. Okay. So, but what they're basically telling here is we use proof of work scaling, meaning stronger miners, future ahead. Instant transactions, line for security transaction. So instant transactions, this probably has to do with the zero confirmation transactions. That name should already raise a few alarm bells. Probably more on that later. Learn more. Futures, so that we had. Scaling plays a pivotal role in NEXA strategy. Okay. Key bottlenecks. Bandwidth, how much data is sent between nodes. Indeed, for evading congestion of the network, bandwidth needs to be as big as possible, so as much data can be possibly sent out towards the other nodes. However, what can also occur is that bandwidth remains the same, but that information you're sending is being compressed. Speed, how quickly can nodes validate transactions. Storage, how much data is needed to store the blockchain. Those are indeed bottlenecks. With storage, if I were to look at a Bitcoin, it's the oldest running blockchain currently. And I dare say that storage isn't so much an issue, all depending on what is deployed on the chain. In that sense, it all depends on the inscriptions being made, the NFTs, if they are, how to say, really saved onto the blockchain and not through a referral link, like many projects like Ethereum and Ravencoin use. So that's something that needs to be looked into. Which provides a full X to set at a point of time. Having to download the full blockchain. So what's being said here is that they are setting out beacons to which a new node can actually build up the blockchain from itself. So it allows for a faster synchronization with the Bitcoin. That's for with the blockchain. That's for solving the bandwidth solution. Continuous blockchain synchronization. Propagation of new blocks only requires send a tiny amount of data, no matter the size of blocks, thanks to technology called graphene. Only need to know the transactions they are missing to validate a block. So yeah, once again, goes back towards these set points, which allows for a continuous synchronization. Speed solution, SHA-256 hashing, creating actual data. Accelerating this function, it will be possible for nodes to process billions of hashes per second. So, okay. Signature creation verification. Those signatures per second. So, yeah, basic stuff, really. That's more technical, not going to get more and deeper into it. Once again, refers towards the continuous synchronization here. Storage solution. Only need to store the beacon, so the XCO set of the blockchain, meaning you do not need to save the entire blockchain, but only the beacon sets, which, granted, compresses a little bit the need for storage. So instant transactions. So I'm going to get deeper into it with the instant transactions in sub-seconds using zero confirmation technology. This means there's no waiting around for your transaction to be delivered. This may be enough security for certain situations. If not, block times are just 2 minutes to accumulate the extra security required. What does this mean? Well, considering Bitcoin Unlimited is behind this, you guys need to know a part of Bitcoin history, recent history even, and it mostly concerns the zero confirmations debate, meaning a variety of interested parties want to push through a zero confirmation technology, meaning that transaction is being saved onto the blockchain without verification, without a confirmation of the transaction having happened. This allows for faster transactioning of the Bitcoin. Now, in this case, with NEXA, with Bitcoin, I believe the debate was and the vote was that it isn't to be implemented, as it would undermine the security of the entire chain, as well a variety of attacks, zero confirmation attacks, can occur, which will, sorry, zero confirmation attacks, which will negate the security of Bitcoin. Now, it seems here the proponents of the zero confirmation technology, who previously worked on Bitcoin or have been working as Bitcoin developers, have been implemented with NEXA coin. They pushed it through, and it implies that NEXA itself makes use of zero confirmation technology, meaning zero confirmation attacks and, double spending can occur unless an additional security layer has been implemented. So that's actually a very dangerous situation, and security-wise needs to be checked up. Meaning, if plenty of zero confirmation transactions are being sent, and double spending does occur, I hope there's some layer of security for it. Otherwise, you're double spending your NEXA coins, which can quite invalidate the entire security of the chain. Plans for an opt-in non-protocol layer instant transaction technology to be brought by NEXA later in 2023. So use the powerful and efficient features of NEXA Wise contracts to provide a trustless service to those who want to use it. Okay. Tokens in first-class treatment. Creating and managing tokens is done like sending Next, without any need for special smart contracts. Your new project can create a token on NEXA with one click. Can also full access to. Okay, so in-game points, stable coins, credits, initial coin offerings, voting, DeFi, whatever, all you want. Native NFTs. So yeah, that's a feature practically almost all development platforms are now offering. NEXA in this instant seems to have a few correlations with the likes of Ethereum decentralized upbuilding, it seems, due to the integration of NFTs and the ability to create native tokens. So meaning that you can build a variety of decentralized applications or decentralized projects on it. As you guys can see, in-game items, supply chains, tickets, identity certifications, collectibles, gift cards, and marketing. Pretty sure if it gets a certain degree of trust and popularity, that collectibles and in-game items will be the two major aspects of it. Produce community hardware that accelerates node processing power, just like it has produced commodity mining hardware like FPAs and ASICs. So yeah, meaning the scaling is entirely dependent on the hardware that you are using. That's basically what it's saying. Wise contracts are great, but we can do better. Are very capable because they are Turing complete, but they gain in flexibility, they lose in scalability. Contracts on NEXA aren't just smart, they are wise. Great definition for wisdom is knowing which knowledge is important. Minimal resources. So they are boasting that their smart contracts are smarter than those of the competitors. They call it wise, meaning that probably the coding, according to them personally, is more hashed out. To know 100% certain, you need to keep a close eye on the project and see where possible mistakes, flaws, or problems can arise. For all I know, this is currently market talk, as I'm not seeing immediately the code which guarantees me it is being the case. So with that, I want to say always be on your guard, and when seeing such texts, try to get down to the essence of the message they are trying to bring forth. Now, currently, I might sound quite critical, quite negative about it here, but currently I'm actually quite neutral. There are a few things I'm highlighting just for security's sake for potential investors. Metrics, price per M, price per million, probably, supply, market cap capacity. So currently more than 100,000 transactions per second. Platform Windows OS, Linux, Android. Fair launch, that's always a good thing. Launch date, here we have it, June 2022, and it was only listed probably on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko earlier this year. That would explain some of the coding that I saw on GitLab. Network UTXO plus proof of work, max supply 21 trillion NEX to be released over the next 140 years, schedule 10 million NEX per block. It's building it. Bitcoin Unlimited, 7-year-old organization and team of crypto OGs who have a combined experience of over 70 years building in crypto, meaning each member probably has 10 years or so. There's probably going to be 10 members with 7 years of experience within the organization, enabling billions of dollars in mining and economic infrastructure to operate successfully for years. Okay. So experience to NEXA to enables, okay. It's a decentralized project, of course, which means anyone can get involved and build the products, tools, and services they feel are important. Let's take a look. I'm redirected towards here, the team. There we go. Andrew Stone, Andrew Clifford, Horizon, Chipper, Andrea. Some of these guys some of you might know. However, you have to understand me and names. Don't ring any bells. However, some are clickable, so I'm assuming going to be redirected towards their social media profiles. Infrastructure, core, community manager. So Andrew Stone, is he active on Twitter? Not at all, it seems. Chief scientists, is this guy active? Oh, hell no. That up. That's Bitcoin Unlimited, the company. This guy seems to be more active. Paul, Real World Crypto Network. It's cool. But I see an immediate mentioning shared friends of Roger Ver, which is also a Bitcoin proponent, which is a good sign. He's one of the more active ones. Sick pig. Yeah, he's a avid tweeter, this guy is. So that's a good sign. QQ Oregon, 6 February, 2 days ago. Seems to be automated. Yeah, he's quite active. And he's promoting NEXA, that's a good sign. Meaning he's probably one of the go-to people you need to go to, as the others probably won't react that fast. Flipchart, Tranger du en Nord. What's that language? Swedish. Oh, Norwegian, sorry. Worldwide a little bit. Guy seems to be more active than some of his peers. Regularly so, but yeah, can validate for the guy. Well, I can say the guy is real. It's always nice to being able to explore their social media. That seems to be someone who joined recently. Yeah, it's a good guy. This is Bitcoin Unlimited, the company behind NEXA. It's always worthwhile to take a look behind the screens. Bitcoin Cash unlimited release. No. Sorry. Peer-to-peer electronic cash system for planet Earth. Download Bitcoin Unlimited. The Bitcoin ecosystem. So I'm going to assume they are an offshoot. So this is them. I'm going to say check out their website, but the reason I'm seeing this, it's actually not a good sign. Bitcoin Cash, nothing personal against these guys, but let's just say it is a failed Bitcoin clone whereby people thought they were being innovative and, well, reinventing the wheel, but in the end proved to be quite disastrous. So yeah, seeing this, it's great to see some people, but let's just say I'm not very filled up with hope, and that NEXA seems to go towards the route of a Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is ish mentality. So reinventing something while better alternatives probably exist. Let's leave it at that. That's just opinion from currently what I'm seeing. Though I must say, website is looking good. I must say, from what is being written, it's actually quite technical. But from what I can tell, it is a developer's tryout, meaning they probably want to make money with it, make it seem as something valid, but I've got the impression it's more of a playground to test a variety of things and be less serious about it. Crowdfunding campaign for the February, so latest article seems to be some nice activity going on. Supply schedule, scaling strategy, it's now live from GPU mining. Okay, exchanges, TXBit, so here you can trade it. Join us, a lot of social media, follow us, additional social media. Crowdfunding is still going on. Crowdfunding, be a part of it. You might actually be able to tell you go to help bring the cryptos down to live. That's still in news today. So this actually cries a little bit like Bitcoin Cash-ish levels. Like it's the future of the crypto standard. We are reinventing Bitcoin, whereas Bitcoin is doing just fine. So, Community crowdfunding exchange listing, so they want to be listed on an exchange and are crowdfunding for it, so that's nice. Good to hear. NEXA community comes around, goes around, 24 hours, raised, goal. So good luck, guys. These are all quite recent, so they are highlighting community, which in my opinion is the best move. A good cryptocurrency or blockchain project is supported by a very strong and active community. However, they still have a long while and a long road to go. So best of luck. Funding. Another one was able to start mining from the Genesis block. That means no one has had privileged access to NEXA coins, even Bitcoin Unlimited. Meaning, well, this is their fair launch. Meaning they launch the blockchain and everyone who got involved gets involved, starts mining, is earning NEXA. So that's basically it. To using financial and developer resource on NEXA for many years into the future, it's committed to supporting. Okay, cool. Crowdfunding. As a network forward, community plays a large role in funding and building native products and services in the NEXA economy. If I were a very negative person, I would say, yeah, but crowdfunding implies that it might be a shill. It's being hyped up, that it can be a scam, a rug pull. Now, in all honesty, as it is being worded here, I'm more inclined to draw parallels with the Bitcoin Foundation. Bitcoin Foundation has been incepted to support, lawsuits that are going against Bitcoin, to help people and bring mass adoption. It is community driven and people give donations to which the foundation itself can support all those people who are being faced with lawsuits. And this is practically being the same thing. So the crowdfunding here is community driven. It isn't being incepted by a central government. Government. Sorry, guys, having a bad English today. So on that aspect, I might say, okay, cool. So it isn't centralized. It is community based, and it is akin to the Bitcoin Foundation. How the crowdfunding is currently going, without looking all too deep into it. So it's nice to see there's there's seemingly community support. I have to remain neutral and be correct. This is what inspires to create NEXA. And from the original goal of Bitcoin, we want to provide a digital foundation for a permissionless financial system. The right to freely transact directly with people is a human right, so peer-to-peer networking, you have no other rights. So what makes them out from the crowd? All existing cryptocurrencies have faced seemingly unsurmountable roadblocks so far. These include having very limited functionality, e.g. Bitcoin BTC. That's something, discussion worthy, I'm going to say. I mean, there's plenty of things that can be done with the Bitcoin blockchain, but in all actuality, it was designed with a certain thing in mind. It has a certain goal, and it's being written in its white paper, which was, and I say it 1,000 times a day, approximately, but well, it's the title, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. There we go. That was how Bitcoin was built in mind. So saying NFTs on Bitcoin, I mean, it is a possibility. Ordinal's project has proven that the NFTs can be immediately saved onto it. Other NFT systems before Ordinal's protocol already existed. So when it concerns functionality, it's actually okay, but there are there are certain limitations due to the goal as to why it was developed. So this wording is really shifting blame, a little bit gaslighting. For economics, e.g. Luna, considering the crash of last year, not much to be said about it. Significant centralization, e.g. IOTA, and significant scaling limitations, e.g. Ethereum. No cryptocurrency has yet overcome all these problems simultaneously. We have mapped out a path for NEXA to overcome every one of these challenges in the near term. Now, what I want to share here is I understand their background and understand the motivation. However, each example that has been given, well, have limitations of another nature than the ones they are trying to fix. For example, the limitations with Ethereum, and they say the scaling problem, well, it is being fixed. However, Ethereum in the very beginning wasn't really made for what it does now. That's a little bit of obscure history where it concerns Ethereum. So no wonder they have so much Ethereum improvement protocols. I already anticipated or talked a little bit about limited functionality where it concerns Bitcoin, where I say, look, they can do on Bitcoin, a lot of stuff can be done. However, we need to keep goal in mind. Yep. E.g. Luna or Lunk currently, or Luna Classic for economics. Actually, the thing itself was quite correct. However, what made it crash was just very, very bad management and very bad coding. And it had really nothing to do with the economics. So that's a little subtle point I want to give there. Significant centralization, IOTA, I do not know enough about these guys. However, other examples exist. I'm not going to call them by name, as otherwise I'm going to have a very angry community once again back in my on my back. Xto based, yada yada yada, economic solution. I'm just reading sideways here very quickly, not going to do it a lot, otherwise I'm using way too much time. Careful, let that polarize. So yeah, they're basically saying we can scale. Okay. You know, I'm quite familiar with the Bitcoin ecosystem, meaning I'm aware about Bitcoin Gold, Silver, Cash, traditional Bitcoin as we know it. Um, Actually, this very much reads like another Bitcoin Cash um, variation, as some of these stacks sound awfully familiar, and let's just say Bitcoin Cash wasn't as successful as it was intended to be. So there is definitely some growth that NEXA can do, but at a certain point, it will need to prove its merit. And that's one of the reasons why I always say I only invest in coins 2 or 3 years running, not in a few months' time. So, Gigablock scaling, exchange listing awareness, Gigablocks, okay. This is all available. This is what's going to happen. This is their roadmap. So this is what to look out for, midterm actions. So they have an entire plan available. Tailstorm, yada, 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 yada. So great. That's a roadmap. Exchanges. I believe we covered most of it. Here we go. Important notice. No decentralized exchanges currently. Exhibitron TX. So these are the centralized exchanges where you can buy it. Always be aware. It's a bit odd, but well, not odd, but generally upon launch, Dexes will be the first where it will be listed. Although this has its own chain, so I'm wondering how they did this one. But now that I'm saying it out loud, naturally I saw the crowdfunding part, so it's natural that they are first on centralized exchanges, which generally can be good news. Security-wise is something else. News we saw, that's the Explorer. So this is their blockchain Explorer. You see the minus here, number of transactions. For the 10 billion transactions a day that they can do, or whatever that I've seen, this looks awfully small. A lot of volatility here. Was seemingly an empty block, and now this one here. So as you guys can see, it's currently not up to full capacity, so trading volume is on the lowish side. However, like I said, it has just been launched quite recently, so give it some time to develop, and we will see where it goes. It is one of the reasons why I always say, before blindly investing into the next hot stuff, always do a little bit of research, be very critical, which is exactly what I'm doing here. This is why I'm always telling to you guys that Crypto Bull, so this live stream series, is about doing your own research to put in a critical aspect, a critical view of everything. It's not my intention to break down communities or projects, but when it's bad, it's bad, and when it's good, it's good. That's basically it. I'm going to take a look at Linktree here. So was expecting their social media, but they say towards Exhibitron. That's their official website, which we joined. This is the Discord, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, and they have a nice link towards frequently asked questions. Let's take a look here. I hope Discord's open. There we go. Sorry, a few friends of mine. So you need to verify to get in. I advise everyone to always check out a Discord link first. Reason thereof, Discord allows you to have multiple channels whereby you can ask more focused questions. Is it development-wise? Is it code-wise? Is it information-wise? Is it about current development, etc., etc.? So Discord in itself is actually a good sign. Layer 1 financial blockchain. I hate saying financial blockchain. Reasons thereof, I'm going to say look up all my previous videos. You will soon notice why. Native tokens and smart contracts that has the ability to scale for global P2P usage. This is their official Twitter. I see my colleague from Crypthusiast is following them. He was, by the way, the guy who mentioned that I should do a little episode about it. So here it is. Well, he didn't really say I should do an episode about it. He told me, yeah, that seems to be a very interesting coin for you to take a look at. Perhaps investment-wise can be interesting, but I prefer to do it the crypto bull way and just do a smaller, more in-depth and live stream focus on it. Crowdfunding, so everything you've seen. It is still a very small community here. Quite a lot of followers, and they're following Bitcoin Unlimited. Yeah. Anyway, these are the videos. Signature scaling via hardware, so they give an explanation. I wanted to say with not very clear things, but going to remain silent as my very own camera isn't up to par, so no previews, but they did AMAs, it's seen. How smart contracts work. Oh. Conference in Italy, airdroppings, channels. Okay, Reddit. So don't forget to upgrade your node or any other NEXA user. So they want to crowdfund to get towards the next C, exchange listing. NEXA wallet, dual mining. So I see quite a lot of questions here. Call outs to update your nodes. Not all too many memes here, but is there good activity? I haven't been looking at of this. So they are quite young, but there is some activity, but not to say that the boards are getting spammed. TikTok, this is their official TikTok, but no content has been published. Okay. I don't know why he puts it in Chegg. There we go. No posts yet, so something quite new. Next generation of cryptocurrency. No white paper. Download it. So you can run your own NEXA node. You can look deeper into it. Got your own wallets. Does NEXA use proof of work? NextScale PoE, it's currently a combination of SHA-256 hashing and Schnorr signature creation. It will be upgraded in 2023 to also include UTXO lookups. This might probably be updated. From what I could gather from the main site, it was already implemented. Spools. Can you buy or trade? Indeed. Xbitron is probably the most advised. A blockchain Explorer for NEXA, indeed, with the team building, so it's Bitcoin Unlimited. Average block time of 2 minutes, which is 5 times faster than Bitcoin, which has a block time of 10 minutes. To enable shorter block times, seeing you are in development, you could have deployed the blockchain and probably put it at 1 minute, which would have doubled up the speed already. Just a little hint, so quite curious how that came to be. Network launched with 10 million NEX. Oh, by the way, if you guys are seemingly using Bitcoin code, I'm going to say, why not try to implement a Lightning Network-like solution? It's an L2 solution, but it will help speed up network capabilities. Just a hint. Hardcap, pre-mined, nope, fair launch since June 2022. Discord, social media channels, Discord. Oh, there's more. Matrix, Telegram, not going to open up that one. Reddit, and from Bitcoin forum, well, Bitcoin Limited forum. So there we have it. I'm going to jump on over. I'm going to stop sharing my screen towards my opinion from what I've seen here, where it concerns Bitcoin. Where it concerns NEXA. Sorry, guys, talking way too fast. Now, my opinion in itself, it looks neat, tidy. It looks currently trustworthy to me. However, there are a few things which worry me. Their association with Bitcoin Unlimited can be seen as a positive aspect, as Bitcoin Unlimited indeed does have, well, gather around a little group of Bitcoin developer experts, I'm going to say. However, Bitcoin Unlimited is also heavily Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is one of those failed Bitcoin clones. Now, what I'm seeing here with NEXA, and especially the explanations they are given, the formatting, the details, and what it does, is actually, well, it seems to me to be a Bitcoin Cash 2.0 with, how to say, integrating structures from Ethereum that they've tried to fix. Now, in itself, it can be a worthwhile endeavor. However, looking at Bitcoin Cash and how it performed in the past, and, well, the amount of discussion and things that's going to be about, I haven't really got high hopes for it. Looks legit, is legit. I can verify the team behind it. It has its fair launch, and it has all of the good makings of being a decent cryptocurrency project. However, at this point, and I must say, you can step into it and make potential good profit, or if you are more wise and prudent, stay out of it for a while. See how it develops, how development is ongoing. Will it live up to what the anticipation? Will it live up to the hype? Well, it remains to be seen. However, the roadmap does look quite promising and interesting. I must say the deployment of NFTs and the technical structure behind it looks fairly solid. So I'm going to remain on neutral grounds here. I'm not going to praise it upwards, nor am I going to break it down and say, oh, it's a bad project. No, it is something which has seemingly good potential, but it needs to be realized. And that realization is something which you need to watch out for. It is something that can only occur in due time. It is still early. From what I could tell is you can try to get a few backs in by helping out the community, by getting involved in the community, and see where it goes. You might have potential gold in your hands. It can also be not gold, but just some iron coins you have in your pocket and that you can use for later on for speculation or whatever. However, I would say do not get your hopes up all too high. There's plenty of potential that still needs to be realized with NEXA. However, it looks promising if they manage to realize their potential. It is quite young, so I do hope that they can realize it. With that, I'm going to end this episode. I thank you all for watching. Hope you guys found this very interesting. Naturally, if you like the content I put out, please like, subscribe. You guys know the drill. What concerns YouTube, leave a comment down below. I've got a few links if you want to support my channel down below in the comments. And with that, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching, and until next time. Bye.